Dunk's box just set up in there. Cows have not been fed yet. Yeehaw. So the waterboard have had a shocker. Eating a good amount of that creep feed now. Got a wee party of cows following me this morning. Morning Holly! What a beast! Big breakdown. There's a drill working there. 25 mil. It's exactly what we didn't want. It's a big pile of rain. I've been away, so I need to check. I'll find out whether it's going to be, whether it had been really heavy. If it's really heavy, that's not good. If it's light rain for a long time, that's not as bad because it's not going to disrupt the crop and shed seeds off the crop, especially the oilseed rape. But if it was really heavy, then it can kind of vibrate it and disrupt it, and the seeds can all fall out. The pod's yield just goes off a cliff. Today, cattle going away down to Avatar down in Glasgow. This barley is hopefully all going to disappear. There'll be 2 and a bit loads there. Also need to shift the rest of these blocks. Just a way to top off the creek feeder. Feeds here, fill it up again. Just filled up the hopper here. Dad had actually filled up a bit, so didn't take too much. Cows have not been fed yet, so they're thinking they're getting fed here, but I usually feed them over there. So I'll head back up there and they'll charge over there. Eating a good amount of that creep feed now. I spilt a wee bit on the floor there. This is Zoe. Good calf. Some ferns aren't hugely away now. They're starting to form their petals. If you see in there, just opened one up. Those wee bits there, those lighter green coloured, that's the petals. That'll be the yellow colour that come to them once they start to fill out and grow a bit more. And then that'll be the seeds that form in the middle there. Getting there. Luckily, I think this one's basically survived when we sprayed the whole field off to start again. Must have just missed the sprayer. So the head is, you can see all the yellow coming through now. So this will be a good gauge for me actually to kind of see how long the other ones are away from flowering. So I'll make a note of this. So the waterboard have had a shocker, which has meant the shops had a shocker. So there was a burst just along the road. The waterboard came out and dug a hole roughly 600 metres from where the burst was. And then we're confused why they couldn't find the burst. So this is the hole they dug. This is where there was no leak whatsoever, no pools of water, anything like that. It's about 600 metres long there. Came to this Saturday night and dug that hole. We're confused as to why there was no hole there when there was never any water in the first place. They'd already been shown where the leak was 500 metres along the road. Anyway, they left, came back again to the same hole again, confused again. So Dad went and told them that's where it is, where the water's bubbling up, clearly. So they finally then dug a hole in the right place and repaired it, but it just meant the whole shop was out of water the whole of Sunday and a bit of Saturday, which is a nightmare. The shop got through it, had to get water, go and buy bottles of water, get water from anywhere to fill up urns for teas. The toilets had to be closed. Dishwashers needs loads of water. Just a shambles really. Just looking at the plans for the roller door in that new shed, making sure all the measurements are fine. Going to do cattle now. At farm 3 at the moment, picking up cattle. I'm going to take them down to pick up 3. We'll take them away to ABP, Glasgow. Grab their ear tags numbers so we can get the right passports. So I've just got off the phone with the vet, just ordering some pneumonia treatment for the calves. They need a treatment kind of 6 weeks prior to housing, and then another week or 2 before housing, kind of 4 weeks after the first treatment. Protects them against pneumonia when they come in for housing. And we went for Bovie Pass, which is slightly cheaper than another option, but the other option where it covers BVD, which we're already testing for in the cabs anyway, so that's not an issue for us. So we've done that, and then also need to go and fit a new GPS system to Dunk's tractor. It arrived yesterday, needs fitting, need to phone the guys at RTKF and get them to kind of go through all the settings and change it over to the new system. So before Dunk goes spraying this afternoon on the rape for a pre-emergence spray. That's Dunk's box just set up in there. We've just been off the phone to RTKF guys and they've just run through all the settings to change on the screen. So me and Dunk just did all that, and it's after kind of 10 minutes of fiddling about and either a wee setting to change on his end remotely, and it's good to go, it's working. So Dunk's gonna go away spraying some rape and hopefully it'll work fine. That's the two tractors that are on GPS now, switched over to the new SIM card signal via RTKF, that company there. It's been really easy. I phoned them on Thursday to get a second box sent up, so need to get some spraying done. I asked them to get it on Friday, but they couldn't do that, but it actually worked out that we didn't need it by Friday anyway, so we've got it for the spraying that we need to do. Came on Sunday, fitted it this morning, phoned them up, and they talked through all the settings to change. There's quite a few things. It's definitely not something you can remember from doing it once anyway. Changed all that. It kind of took a wee bit to get going. He had a setting that he'd done wrong at the other end, but he saw it on his screen, fixed it, and now it's working fine. Seems to be working fine. We'll know once Dunk really goes out and has a go with it and checks it's working, but Kevin's been using his and it's working. So hopefully that'll be a big improvement. We'll have much more consistent GPS use, and the old one was just a bit temperamental, hit or miss for a good few years, and it was just frustrating more than anything. But this new one, hopefully it'll just be 100% all the time. Just worked out perfect timing. There's a lorry here for a load of barley, so I'm just back from fitting the GPS system to Dunk's tractor, so I'll get him loaded up, and then that'll leave probably just about one load left. That's him there. I'd lost him for a while, but just grabbing a bacon roll and a coffee at the shop, so he said, sorry I'm late, but I've just made you money in the shop, so can't complain at that. He's got a funny quote on the back of his trailer. I'll try and get a video of it. I'll ask him. There you go. Yeehaw. He saw the back of his lorry there. It's actually his friend's lorry, not his. He's nicked it for the day. I've been for some more silicone sealant, so I can do those blocks, the bunker walls for the new shed. Seal the ones that are going up against the rape. I ran out the other day, so get them all done. Don't need to see the joiner today. I'll probably see him first thing in the morning, unless we do cattle first thing in the morning anyway. I'll get him tomorrow at some point. A few things to lift up into place and a little bit of welding to do in that shed. Just replaced Dad's breakage. Test it on the forklift. Check it's all working, and then that'll be that trailer ready to go again. We'll need this. We'll need this for the oilseed rape because one field we drop off at farm number 3 where there's a separate dryer, but only this trailer can fit in, the big ones don't, so we need it in action. Brakes! That's on! Let go of them. All working bar the brakes. So the wiring, I've just checked the brake wire, it's a red one and it looks fine in the connection, so just going to test on the Discovery as well to see if whether it's the trailer or the forklift. Ideally it's the forklift because we never tow anything with a forklift, so probably wouldn't fix it. One more on the brakes. Yay. Question of the day, which colour tractor is your favourite? I've not got all the colours here, sorry. Shifted quite a lot of them. Gonna go and sealant over here. The rape's already through the ground. It wasn't this morning, but it's kicking through now. Dad's just along there just now, just off the phone with him. It was sowing on Friday. Thursday, Friday, and it's Monday today. That's very quick. Got sprayed this morning as well, so just in the nick of time. It might give it a wee, tiny little singe, but it'll be fine. I think I've changed my mind again. I'm going to silicone them all. They just seal so much better. Just takes up any wee bit of inaccuracies. Minimal cost. I mean, it's £4 a tube. I think a tube will do like 3 or 4 blocks. No, I think that's going to be the play, so I'm just going to crack on and silicone them all. I've probably got about 10 done now. Take a wee bit longer than you think. This should make a difference. You can see it sticking out. So that'll then butt up against a flat flush. Oh, damn it. Ugh. Anyway, it'll flush up against a flat piece like that. It should seal all the way up. Just nipped along now. We're at farm 4 where all the bales are. There's a lorry just arriving in 5 minutes or so. There was a load went away yesterday of 76 bales, I think. We've been on a load of 76 just now. I don't know what prices they're at, but the price now is £50 a tonne. It's come down from £70 a tonne, so we're not going to sell these anytime soon just because it's not really worth it at that price, and we've got the space to keep them. Right now, because everyone's kind of at harvest, there's loads of straw about, and there's a lot of people who can't actually, they don't have the space to store, and they want it off the fields. So that's why there's a big surplus at the moment. Prices come down. Because we've got the space to store it, we don't mind storing it. We'll keep it till the winter time and we'll sell something through the winter where prices should hopefully be a bit higher than they are now at £50 a tonne. They were 70 about a month ago. Lorry's here. I'm just parked out of the way so we can get turned. I've shifted some bales already just because they'll sit there and they're right next to the trailer, so they're a bit quicker to load while I was waiting. Loaded, strapped on, 76 bales away down. That's the second load. Away down to a friend's actually. Dad's friend who's got sheep. They'll be for sheep. So that's the second load he's taking. I don't know if he's taking any more, but so I'm away now. I'll just get headed back on the road, get my tea. Need to make another video for tomorrow and then get to my bed. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe. Kind of going up quite a bit in a moment. Good to see. Hope you're enjoying them.